What's going on, everyone? My name is IONIZED, and today I'm going to show you guys my invention that I've been working on for the last 3 months. It's about Bitcoin, and it's what I call the Bitcoin will, which is a way for you to inherit coins to people that you choose after you pass away. And the key here is that it doesn't require you to trust anyone. It doesn't require any custodians or any multisig. So now let's dive into it. So now the question is, what is a Bitcoin will? So a Bitcoin will is basically a different way of using a Bitcoin wallet, such that if you pass away or if you become inactive on your wallet for a certain amount of time, you'll get notified. But if you still don't respond after getting notified, the coins will automatically go to a bunch of other wallets that you choose. It can be one person, it can be 10 people. You can choose how many people you want to inherit your coins after you become inactive. So 2 months ago, I posted this white paper on my idea, and I kind of briefly went over how it works. And there's a few different versions that I wrote here, and the link will be in the description. And also it can be done on the Lightning Network as well. And just yesterday, I submitted a provisional patent application for my Bitcoin will. So I wrote about it in a lot more detail in here. I explained it better. I drew these charts for it. And actually, I'll post this as well. You can read it if you want to. I wrote this all myself, even though I'm not a lawyer. I kind of just mimic the style, the format of other patents that I saw online. And keep in mind, importantly, read this last line here. It says this patent is released as open source. So I know it sounds like a bit of a contradiction, but I want to patent it, but I still want it to be open source. The reason is because in Bitcoin, there's a lot of scammers. People such as Craig Wright claim they have claim that Craig Wright claims he's Satoshi. He claims, he wrote the Bitcoin white paper, and he claims he intends that Bitcoin should have been something different than what it is because he says he's Satoshi. So he says his vision is correct. So I want to prevent any stupid disputes like that from happening. Someone saying, oh, I created the will, and if you want to use this app, you have to pay me or you have to pay him or something else. I want to prevent any of that from happening. So I'm going to patent it myself, but I'm going to make sure it's still open sourced. Okay, now let's check out how it works. So we're just going to run the app here. Okay, we're going to run the app here. And I started learning Rust. I wrote this app in Rust. I started learning Rust around 3 months ago, and I pretty much wrote everything myself. I basically didn't copy and paste anything. I basically wrote everything from scratch just because it's basically my first time ever making an app. It's my first time ever making anything for Bitcoin. I wanted to fundamentally understand everything from the ground up. So I literally wrote every single how to create a Bitcoin transaction, every single character of the string of transactions, all from scratch. All the code basically from scratch. And I'll post the code as well, I think, probably on GitHub or something. So here's the app. It's like a normal Bitcoin wallet, and first you have to type in your password. If you type in the wrong password, obviously it doesn't work. But my password here is just 123456 because it's just an example. Once you open here, it'll show you how much coins you have in your wallet, and this is my address. These are the people that I currently have set to inherit my coins if I pass away. And by the way, this is currently on the testnet. I'm not using real Bitcoins here. I'm using testnet Bitcoins. But it should be exactly the same. So if it works on testnet, it should already work on the Bitcoin mainnet. Now what we can do here is I can press update here and it'll refresh. But actually it's the same number because I haven't touched this wallet yet. So yeah, I have currently 11,400 Satoshis. Now let's set a will. You click this one. Let's set a will. So how many people do I want to inherit my coins? Since I received these coins for free from testnet faucets, I'm actually going to make the testnet faucets my inheritors. I'm just going to give the coins back to them. So there's 3 faucets here. We're going to copy this address here. I'm just going to paste it over here. So these are my own wallets. I'm going to make faucet 1 this guy is going to inherit some of my coins. And then this is another one. This is another faucet. Okay. And then here's a third faucet. And this is his address. Okay, so first it asks how many inheritors do you want. So I want 3 inheritors. I'm gonna make my thing a bit smaller. I want 3 inheritors because I have 3 faucets that I want to inherit. So I'm just gonna type like, name doesn't really matter that much, you know, you can just do like faucet 1. And then copy this address here. And the user ID, it's currently useless. The user ID, my idea for that is eventually these apps will each, when you make an account on these is eventually I want to be able to interlink these apps together so that you can quickly scan someone's ID without having to scan shit. How do I explain this? Fuck. Ah, shit. The user ID is currently not being used. It's like the app ID. So basically, whenever you make one of these transactions, you want to send some information about your will to your child's app ID so that they can receive the instructions to recover your coins. Basically, that's what the app ID is for. It's currently not being used. So this, you can just type somewhere. You don't have to type anything here. And since I have 11,000 Bitcoins, I'm going to give each person 3,000. That's the will. Each person's going to get 3,000. I'm not going to include them as guardians because I guess they're just faucets. They're not going to respond. Okay, and then the second one, faucet 2. This doesn't matter. Another 3,000 coins for this person. Okay, and then faucet 3 is this guy. Address. Also 3,000 coins. And maybe I'll just add 1 guardian just so you guys see how it works. So this person's also being included as a guardian. Now, what a guardian does is after you die, your child will post one of your pre-signed Bitcoin transactions to begin the process of taking your coins from your wallet to his wallet. But after they post that transaction, your coins get locked up on a time lock on the blockchain for 30 days or however long you choose. You can set that time yourself. And during those 30 days, you or the guardians can cancel and take the coins back out from the time lock vault to your main wallet. So if you don't have any guardians, then you will be your only guardian. Basically, you have to check the blockchain to make sure your child is not trying to steal your coins from you over the course of 30 days, over any course of 30 days. And you can set up like a node or your phone, or like the big or like my wallet company. If I make a wallet company, it will notify you every single day to make sure that whenever we see the will being started, we will notify you immediately so that you can go and cancel it, basically. Okay, next. So here it just asks you to verify your inheritor information. It's these ones what I just typed. How many guardians? We're not going to have any extra guardians since I already have 1 guardian. So we can just, this is the only guardian we have, the one we said earlier. Now here's the duration. Here's how long you want. So if you said like let's say 1 month. 1 month is actually like 4,320 blocks. But since I'm gonna show you this on this video, I'm gonna make it shorter. I'm just gonna make it 1 block. So 1 block means after the will is started, the child has to wait 1 block before they can take your coins. That's how it works. So usually you wouldn't set this to 1 block. Usually you set like 1 month or 1 year or something like that. Okay, and then I have to type in my password here again. And actually, before I press enter, I'll show you. This is the folder. This is the folder that my app is in. And there are some like information files that the wallet uses. When I press finish here, it'll create 2 files. And those 2 files are important. Those 2 are the files that you give to your child and your will guardians. Now, usually, I haven't finished building this part. Usually, what should happen is when you press finish, I should make my profile, I should make my video even a bit smaller probably. Let's see. How do I do that? I guess I'll do this. Okay, so the idea is that you usually wouldn't have to copy and paste these files and send them to your child and your guardians. The wallet app should do that automatically over the internet, almost like a messaging app. Like whenever you send some coins, you send these wills to your children and your guardians automatically. That's how it should work. But yeah, I'll just press finish here and you'll see it'll create two files here. Here they are, will parts child and will parts guardian. And we can quickly open them up and see what they look like. It's kind of hard to see because they're really, really long strings of data. So I'm just going to quickly paste them into a new word pad over here. So this is these two parts is what you give to your child. This is the will parts for the child. And then this is the will part for the guardian. I'm going to copy this and put this at the end here. So your child, all he needs is these two things, and the guardian, all he needs is this to take your coins after you die. But they cannot, they won't be able to steal your coins when you're alive with this because it's a pre-signed transaction. So you're not giving your private keys to your child. You're not giving your coins to your child. You're not giving your coins to a custodian. You're giving them a pre-signed transaction. So you've signed the transaction that will send your coins to your child, but it doesn't immediately send it to them. It sends it to them after 30 days after they started. So the will initiation, the first part, begins the process. So once the child sends this first thing, broadcasts this first transaction, your coins will be locked up on the blockchain for 30 days. And during those 30 days, you as the parent can use this revocation, or a will guardian can use this revocation to immediately, they don't have to wait for the 30 days to be up. They can immediately use this thing to return the coins from the time lock, to you, the parent, your wallet. However, if you're dead and the will guardians don't revoke the will, then after 30 days, your child can post this second part, which is the will redemption, to take the coins out from the time lock vault to their wallet. So I'm just gonna so now actually what I'm gonna do here is instead of demonstrating the will right now, I'm going to first send the transaction from this wallet out. Now what I'm going to do first is I'm going to actually use this wallet app to send a transaction. So I've built out all these functions myself just because I wanted to learn how to build a Bitcoin app from scratch. We're going to send some coins out from this 11,000 Satoshis. I'm going to send it to my second wallet. So I'm going to send it to this, and I'm going to send like 2,000. I'm going to send in 2,000 Satoshis, and I'm going to pay a fee of like 250. Or maybe it has to be a bit higher. We're going to pay a fee of 300 Satoshis, and what you'll notice here is that I've also coded these inheritances to automatically decrease when you send coins out of your wallet. So what I mean by that is, like, let's say you have 5 Bitcoins. Let's say you have 6 Bitcoins, and you have 3 children, and you have each child set to receive 2 of your Bitcoins, right? But let's say like you haven't died yet, right? And you spent like 3 Bitcoins to buy a house, let's say. So now you only have 3 Bitcoins left. These inheritances should automatically adjust to how much coins you have left. So if you spend 3 coins and you have 3 coins left, and each kid originally had 2 Bitcoins in their name, now they will have 1 Bitcoin in their name. So we're going to do that real quick. I'm going to send 2,000 Satoshis to my secondary wallet, create transaction. I'm going to type in my password here again to sign it. And once you sign it, you'll see these numbers go down. Instead of each person getting 3,000 Satoshis, now they get 2,400 Satoshis. And actually, now we can just broadcast this transaction that we just signed. And you will see this is the TX ID that we just sent coins out of this wallet. And if I press update here, you will see the coins should, I think it should go down. I think that's how it works. There's still some bugs with my, actually, no, it doesn't go down yet because the coins it hasn't been confirmed on the blockchain yet. But if I refresh here, this is my main wallet address. If I refresh here, you will see there should be an unconfirmed transaction. Here it is, the unconfirmed transaction that sends 2,000 Satoshis to my second wallet. And then the rest of it comes back to the rest of it is like is like the change that comes back to my own address. Okay. And also, I forgot. Oh God, I'm so bad at explaining. My God. And also, every time I send coins, you will see these two files get refreshed as well automatically. So now, if we open these parts for the child, you'll see it's different. If I paste it over here, you'll see it changed. So these transactions, these will parts automatically refresh every time you use the wallet. And this is the part for this is the revocation. Okay, and then lastly, I'm going to demonstrate how to redeem these coins on the blockchain. All we have to do is first we have to wait for this to be confirmed. Once we wait for this transaction to be confirmed, these will parts, we can use them to take the coins from my main wallet to my inheritors, which remember was these three faucets. Okay, I'm back. Now that this transaction you see it's confirmed, we can refresh this wallet again, and it'll show my new amount of coins. It won't be 11,000, it'll be like 8,000, I think, or something like that, or 9,000. So it's 9,000 Bitcoins left. And these people, again, they're each going to inherit around 2,400 Satoshis. So now all I have to do is broadcast these transactions. So if I'm the child, so let's say the will guardian just broadcasts this for no reason. It won't do anything. So this won't do anything because this can only take the coins. This cancels this after this is posted. So this doesn't do anything right now. If you post this right now, it doesn't do anything. It says there's no input because the input doesn't exist. So, and also same with this. If you post this right now, it doesn't do anything. This doesn't do anything. But look, if we post this is the child. After you die, the child will first post this. So they post this, and boom, look. The coins, my 9,000 Satoshis over here, it's moving to this time lock with 8,700 Satoshis left. So every time you move coins around on the blockchain, the amount goes down a little bit because of the fees. So I'm paying like paying 500 Satoshis here in fees. So yeah, so the time lock is getting 8,700 Satoshis to this time lock address. So you can remember, like, let's say it ends in L7EEW. You can remember that. It ends in L7EW, and the transaction ID is this, 098A8. Now, the child doesn't get the coins yet, though, by the way, because it's locked up for one block, as I said earlier. And now if the child immediately tries to take the coins from this time lock vault on the blockchain, it won't work. So it says none BIP 68 final. That means the time lock hasn't expired yet. So they have to wait at least one block to be able to take these coins. And again, I set it to one block because I want to show it faster. But in reality, you would set it to like 3,000 blocks or 20,000 blocks. Like, you can set it in time as well. You can set like 1 month or 1 year, or you can set like 5 years, or 6 months. It's all up to you. I would probably recommend something like a few months, like between 1 month to 1 year probably makes the most sense. So yeah, as you can see, this time lock is not confirmed yet. It doesn't have one block mined on top yet. So yeah, this is not going to do anything. Okay, but now we're going to wait. We're going to wait for this to be confirmed, and then I'll come back and show you guys that we can redeem the coins after one block. While we're waiting for the time lock to expire, I'm just going to explain a little bit more on how the logic of this works. I'm too lazy to draw diagrams, so I'm just going to use my hands. Okay, so here's the parent, here's you. Your coins are in your wallet. And my method, the Bitcoin will, you don't share this wallet with anyone. Your child and your wife or whoever you want to inherit your coins, they set up their own Bitcoin wallet with their own address. And what you basically want to do is somehow link these two wallets together, so that if you are inactive for a certain amount of time, there's like no other way to prove that you're dead other than just, you not touching your Bitcoin wallet for 5 years. And if you set your time to be, if you set your will time to be 5 years, then you just have to remember to like use your wallet once every 5 years, or check the Bitcoin blockchain at least once every 5 years to make sure that your will isn't getting executed. You can basically keep canceling it over and over again. That's basically how it works. You can also rely on, like, there's another option. I guess you can rely on oracles to say whether you're dead or not, but I don't like that. That's not secure, because who's to say the oracle's not going to get hacked, right? If you're a billionaire and you have $1 billion going from here to your child's wallet, someone can go to your child, steal his wallet because let's say he doesn't know how to take care of his keys properly, and then just pay like $500 million to the oracle company to tell them you're dead, and then the oracle sends the signal, triggers the will to execute, and now the hacker steals the other, the hacker makes $500 million. So that's not secure. So to me, the most secure, my logic is that the only way to prove you're dead is basically inactivity for a certain amount of time, up to your own choosing. Again, if you are a very active user, if you have your own node, if you know how to use things properly, you can have this down to like a month. And as I said, whenever your child starts taking the coins from you, you will get notified every single day. My company, or whatever wallet you're using, the company, if they follow my protocol, they would provide the service. They would provide what's called like a watchtower. So a Bitcoin watchtower. They would keep watching the Bitcoin blockchain for that will initiation transaction. You send them, all you have to do is your wallet app sends them part of the transaction ID of the will initiation, and they will have a database of these basically will initiations, and every day they will scan the blockchain to look for one of these will initiations, and if they spot one, they'll notify and alert you immediately. So now the logic. Now there's two ways to do this, and I actually wrote about both of these two methods in my white paper. The first method, which is the most basic, is where the coins just immediately move from your wallet to your child's wallet if you go inactive for a longer than set amount of time. So if you set it for 2 years, if you don't touch your wallet for 2 years, the coins, your child will immediately have your coins. But the disadvantage to that method is that you always have to send a new transaction every 2 years. So if you're using this with like your long-term hodl pile, you don't really want to have to use your private keys. You don't really want to have to use your private keys once every 2 years if you're planning to hold for like 30 years. Let's say you're Michael Saylor. And another disadvantage to this first method is that if you do die, then your child has to wait basically around 2 years. Since the last time you touched your wallet, they have to wait 2 years to take your coins. But my second method is a lot better, and that's what I'm showing you guys here in my app. This method works like this. As long as you have coins in your wallet, as long as you have coins left in your wallet, you have your wallet sign 3 transactions, 3 pre-signed Bitcoin transactions. One of them takes coins out from your wallet to a time lock on the blockchain for 30 days or 1 year if you want to set it to a different amount of time. And then the second transaction moves coins only from that time lock address to your child's wallet. So these pre-signed transactions, you cannot use them for anything else. They only do one thing. So when you sign these three transactions, the first one moves coins from your wallet to a 30-day vault, time lock vault. The second is the will redemption. It withdraws coins from the vault to addresses that you chose. So and they can't change those addresses. You already set it in that pre-signed Bitcoin transaction. So you can set like 5 inheritors, 50, 100. You can have 1,000 inheritors. It's all up to you. It's in that second pre-signed transaction. If you have 1,000 inheritors, you have to make sure you set the fee a lot higher, because the transaction is going to be really big, and the fee is going to be it's going to be like 500 times bigger than a normal transaction. And then the third thing is the will revocation. And what the revocation does is it only moves coins from the time lock vault back to the parent's wallet. So now, once you create those 3 transactions, you can lose your wallet, you can lose your private keys forever, but you can still move coins out of this wallet, because you've got this last transaction that you've already wrote that you can broadcast at any time onto the Bitcoin blockchain to send one last transaction out from your wallet to this vault. So now, if you are dead, your children will post that will initiation to move your coins to the vault, and then they'll wait another 30 days to move the coins from the vault to their wallets. If you are alive, however, when they move the coins out to the time lock, you will notice that immediately. If your system is set up correctly, if my app is set up correctly, it should be set up correctly. And anyone, the Bitcoin blockchain is public, so anyone can always look at the Bitcoin blockchain to make sure that the coins haven't moved to the time lock vault yet. But the moment you notice your coins move to the time lock vault, you have 30 days to respond to post the will revocation to move the coins back into your wallet. And once you do that, the other two pre-signed transactions become useless. You have to write a new will after that, and your wallet app should do that automatically when you type in your password again. Because these transactions, they can only be used once. So if your child is trying to steal your coins within that, let's say your child is trying to steal your coins because, let's say, you're not really watching your wallet. They post the initiation and they want to wait 30 days without telling anyone. Well, it's public. It's on the blockchain. My company, or I'm probably gonna start a company for this wallet. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But let's say you're using Ledger, or let's say you're using CoinKite, Cold Card, or you're using Blockstream Jade. They should have their own nodes which are reading the Bitcoin blockchain every single day. And so even if you're not looking at the Bitcoin blockchain, they will be able to scan the blockchain and see that your coins have been moved to this time lock vault. You've given them a small amount of information beforehand to know what that time lock vault looks like. You don't have to give them the whole information for the time lock vault. You just have to give them like a little fingerprint of it, so they can keep looking for this fingerprint. Once your coins move there, they will see it immediately, and they will have your contact information. So they'll alert your wallet app. They'll email you. They'll text message you. They'll do everything they can to try to get to you within the 30 days to make sure that you are actually dead. If you're alive, or if one of your will guardians, remember you also have will guardians who also have the revocation. You can choose how many will guardians you want. If you and all of your will guardians do not respond for 30 days, or however long you choose, it's safe to assume you're dead. However, if you are alive, or any of your will guardians knows you're alive, they just have to post that revocation, and boom, your coins go back to your wallet. But if you're actually dead, your children and your will guardians will have no incentive to post the revocation. And this requires you to set it up correctly. So you don't want to make any random person a will guardian. You don't want to make a random guy you met on the street a will guardian, because if they're not getting any money from your will, from your inheritance, there's no incentive for them to behave correctly. So they might just out of spite just destroy your children's coins. You're actually dead. Your children are waiting 30 days to withdraw the coins, and the random guy you set as a will guardian, he just cancels your will. You don't want to do that. So what you want to do is either have no will guardians if you don't know what you're doing, or you could set the will guardians to be the same people as your children. So let's say you have 3 children. If each children is getting 1/3 of your coins, but each children is also a will guardian, none of them is going to cancel the will if you're actually dead, because if they cancel the will, they won't get their coins ever, because the coins will go back to your wallet, but you're dead, no one has access to your wallet, so the coins are gone. So they'll just wait patiently for 30 days, and then after 30 days, they post the redemption, and they take the coins to their wallet. So to me, I think this is probably the correct way, probably maybe the best way to inherit coins trustlessly and non-custodially on Bitcoin. Okay. Now let's get back to this. So this is probably going to be confirmed now for one block. Let's see. Oh, it's still unconfirmed. Well, we're just going to wait a little longer. So yeah, remember, this is the transaction to withdraw coins from that vault, from that time block. And currently, it won't work. As you see, the time hasn't expired. Non-final means like the time block hasn't expired, basically. Okay, I am back. So this time lock has been confirmed for has one block mined on top of it. So now you can use this, and I'll show you guys. Same thing we posted earlier that didn't work. Now it'll work. So now you post this, boom. It says, look, from this time log vault. Remember, remember the TX ID of the other one. It ended in like 098 888. This one. See, now it's going to around 2,400 satoshis to each of these faucets that are my inheritors. You know, because I'm giving them the coins back because they gave it to me. And actually, at the same time here, I'm gonna get some more coins from these faucet. I'm gonna get more coins from this faucet to show you guys a will revocation. So that third thing that I haven't showed you guys yet. Oh, and also, by the way, have you guys noticed these like captchas? They're getting like harder and harder, like because AI is getting smarter. Some of these drawings, like some of them can get a little bit confusing. Like soon AIs will be able to do the captchas and humans won't be able to. Soon they'll get so advanced that like only AIs can solve the captchas and humans cannot because they're too hard. Okay, I'm gonna send myself some more. Okay, so here they sent me 7,000 satoshis, and it's unconfirmed. Once I get these coins, I'll show you guys the will revocation in action. Okay, so now that I've received the 7,000 testnet coins, I'm going to demonstrate the will revocation. So here, it's 7,000. We're going to set a new will, and then we're just going to cancel it immediately. Okay, and this doesn't really matter because we're going to revoke it anyway. So I'm just gonna send it to one of these addresses, the random name. We're gonna do like 2,000 coins. Okay, and then we're gonna set it to like 30,000 blocks. Just for the sake of it, just to show how it works. If I set it to 30,000 blocks, it'll take like 200 days. So obviously I'm not gonna wait 200 days to redeem it. But what I'm gonna do is just revoke it. So I'm gonna cancel it after I submit it to show you guys. Yeah. So here it's been set 2,000 satoshis, and then also if you look here, these files, it's been updated. They were just written over just now, 6:59 p.m. Here that's the parts for the child, and then this is the part for the guardian. Boom. And I'll show you guys, and again, if you broadcast the redemption here, that's not going to do anything. If you broadcast the revocation, it's also not going to do anything, but you can broadcast the initiation. So the child, in this case, they would broadcast the initiation, and then they would have to wait 30,000 blocks before they can broadcast this to take the coins. So here we're going to broadcast the initiation, and boom. The coins, 6,640 satoshis after the fees, has been moved to this time lock address here. And right now, if we try to redeem it, it's not going to work because the time hasn't expired yet. And just for the sake of this, I'm going to wait a long time. Instead of just waiting one block, I'm going to wait like 5-10 blocks and show you guys that even after 10 blocks, you cannot redeem it because you have to wait 30,000 blocks. And then I'm going to revoke the coins. You can revoke the coins at any time. In fact, I can revoke it right now, but there's no point. I'm just going to show you guys that. And then we're going to revoke the coins. Let's refresh and see how many confirmations this has now. Okay, now this has 7 confirmations. Again, 6,600 satoshis in this time lock. Let's try to, as the child, let's try to redeem the coins. We won't be able to because we set it to be 30,000 blocks. So if we put it here, see, we still can't redeem it. And I'm not going to wait 30,000 blocks, but what we can do is we can revoke it. So the parent or a will guardian can post this at any time to revoke the coins. Boom. Look what happened. The coins moved from the time lock vault we just had back to my parents' wallet. Look, the MUKI, this one. That's how the Bitcoin will works. Yeah, so here you can see 7 confirmations ago we sent it to this, and this was the TXID 0AD85, and then this one coming from 0AD85 from this transaction coming back to my own wallet again, being revoked. And then let's see, and then the last thing I want to show you guys is my original like draft or sketch idea of what I wanted the app to look like for the first version. I drew this in Microsoft Paint, so like the color, there's no colors, right? It's like very boring, no design, but I just wanted to like draw out the functions, the features that I want. Then maybe I'll like design it to look nicer eventually. I'll just quickly run through what the original idea for the GUI was. So like the login screen here, you type in the password, and then you can choose whether you want to use your wallet as a parent or the child. So if you're the child, you would be receiving coins when the parent dies. If you're the parent, then your coins get passed to the child's wallet. And then this is if you click parent here, this is the screen you would see. It's pretty much what I ended up building out. It's similar, like amount of coins you have, your address. This is your inheritors information. Transaction history, receive coins, send coins, just like a normal Bitcoin wallet. You can set the will, and then there's an emergency cancel will button. I don't know if we still need this, but I thought maybe it's a good idea to have like just for safety, in case like someone's threatening you to open your wallet, you open it and then you can immediately click cancel will, and it erases like all the will information. If you click on one of these inheritors, it shows you like the name and the details of that. If you click on view will guardians, it shows you the different will guardians. This is if you click set will, change will, you get this. We already saw this earlier. This is basically what I already built out. And then you click send coins. It's this screen. You can save the transaction, you can sign it, or you can broadcast it, similar to a normal Bitcoin wallet. And then this is the screen. This is what I haven't built yet. I'm going to build this next. I haven't implemented this part. This is the child's wallet. So in the beginning, if you click on child, this is what you would see. A certain amount of coins is the current inheritance under your name, but you don't own this coin yet. But you can still use this wallet as a normal Bitcoin wallet at the same time, because the Bitcoin will inheritance scheme, it just moves coins from one wallet to another wallet. So this is the wallet that you're holding as the child. You can still use it as a normal wallet even when you're waiting for the will to be trickled down to you. So you can still receive coins, send coins, and you can convert it to a parent wallet at any time, because fundamentally they're basically the same thing. Now if your parent has died, you would click this big redeem button in the middle, which would broadcast this first transaction that is stored inside your wallet app. Because remember, every time your parent sends a transaction from their wallet automatically sends these two to your wallet if you're the child, and this thing if you're the guardian. So your wallet always has a copy of the newest version of these. So when you click redeem, it will tell you, it will give you a warning, and then once you click acknowledge, you type in your password, and then your wallet will broadcast this first one, which would, when you click submit, it'll say pending however many days left. So if it's 30 days, it'll say 30 days left. If it's a year, it'll say a year remaining. And then you just wait, and then after the 4 days is over, it's claimable. Now you click claim, and you don't have to type in your password when you click claim, because there's no security risk here at all. So when you click claim, it just submits this. It just broadcasts the second part, the will redemption is broadcasted, and then within 10 minutes, within one block, you should get the coins moving from here into your address balance. And then the last screen is the alert from the parent's side when the child tries to steal your will. So so after the child clicks this, so maybe it's a little confusing, but this redeem button here actually posts the will initiation, whereas the claim actually posts the will redemption. So it sounds a little confusing, but to me, that's what made the most sense in layman's terms. Like, you don't really click initiate. Initiate sounds like you're creating a will, but you're actually trying to redeem the will, but you have to wait a certain period of time. So after you, as the child, click redeem and post the will initiation, the parent wallet will scan the parent wallet is scanning the blockchain every day, plus the watchtower servers are always checking the blockchain for the initiation transaction. They're basically checking for this. Now, you don't have to give them this. You don't have to give like Ledger or CoinKite or whatever, or Ion Wallet, my wallet company that I want to start. You don't have to give them the whole transaction information. You don't even have to give them the whole TX ID, which is the hash of this. You only have to give them like a part of the hash. So if the hash is like 64 characters long or 32 bytes long, you only have to give them like 10 of those bytes, and they just keep looking for those 10 bytes. And if they find a matching 10 bytes, they'll know it's most likely, that's most likely the same transaction that you're looking for. They will alert your wallet when they find it, and then you will get this alert every single day, and you'll get it in multiple ways as well. If you have like your email, your phone number, any other communication method registered with like Ledger, let's say you're using Ledger's watchtower servers, you would get all sorts of notifications for the entire duration that the lockup, the entire time lock duration. So here I just have an example, 17 days. So it says your will has been redeemed. You have 17 days left to cancel the will, and upon cancellation, the coins will be returned to your wallet. So when you click revoke coins, we already did this, but when we press revoke coins, it broadcasts this one to cancel the will. So let's say you click this, and you have to type in your password, because in case like someone finds your phone, or they find like your wallet, but like they don't have your password, they shouldn't be able to revoke. So you have to type in your password here again, and then you press return funds, and then it broadcasts this, and then it says your coins are returned, and please create a new will. Because the previous one, once the previous one is canceled, I think it makes sense to make you have to write a new one, because obviously something didn't go right the first time you did it. And that's it. That's all I wanted to explain for my Bitcoin will project, and I will make more videos on it. I'll probably make like maybe like a diagram, or like a simple animation or something like that, so I can explain it in a more visual way rather than with like rather than showing how it's used. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, if you found it interesting, if you have any ideas, any suggestions to help me improve this project, please put it in the comments, and like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Ionized out. Ionized out. Oh man, that's so cringe. That's so. Redeem the coins as the child. Remember, it's 30,000 blocks, so it's not gonna work. What? No, I am confused. I know why. That's hilarious. This is automatically set to 1 block. I didn't take in the number of blocks. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. It's always 1 block. Here, 1. That's the length. It's always at 1. That's so funny. That is absolutely hilarious. Oh, I gotta re-record that part then.